How many of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies have you seen?
Oh boy. Let me think for a second.
Have you seen The Next Generation?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
I've actually seen it twice. The first time was a long time ago, but I've seen it more recently than that.
Okay. I cannot express. I really liked the movie.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
But,
yeah, you've got.
But I ended up really liking it.
Robot with his fucking robot leg.
Yes.
Your robot leg.
Yes. I watched it. I think I watched it like maybe the week that you were feeling under the weather and we didn't game. And I was like, I've got to note this because as a whole, I don't really care for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies.
Okay.
Like I will say I don't like the first one. I like kind of the second one. Like I do appreciate that the second one is, you know, zany and there are things I like about it.
Yeah, I really love the second one.
Okay.
I like it more than the first one.
Okay, I like it. I like it more than the first one.
I do like the first one, but I think the second one is just so ridiculous. I love it.
Okay, and then there's like a third one, and I think Viggo Mortensen is in that one.
Yeah, which I've never seen that one.
I have not seen that one either.
I mean, partly because Toby Hooper wasn't involved, so I don't know.
Okay. But, like, whatever, you know, however many weeks ago, I watched the fourth one, Next Generation.
Yeah.
Which, in the credits, they called it something else.
Oh, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Okay. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But anyway, I watched it for the very first time, and I ended up really liking it. And you can totally tell that it was written and directed by a woman.
Yeah.
Because I watched that soon after Exorcist 3, and you can really tell that, although it is a good movie, is not written and directed by a woman.
Yeah.
So I thought that was just an interesting juxtaposition to watch those movies in that particular order, and I would like to know like your take on the movie. You know, I don't know how recently you watched it, although you just say you watched it recently.
Yeah. I should more recently than the first time I saw it. I guess I should say it probably has been. It probably has been a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I don't remember a whole lot of the details.
I want to say that it is. I like Renee Zellweger is really good in it, and it's just kind of like it's not surprising because you know the two leads are Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey, and it's like, yeah, they've gone on to do bigger and better things for decades now, and it's like, yeah, they knew that they had two people with talent, and they let them do their thing.
Yeah.
In that movie.
Yeah, and then McConaughey gets to be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Needs to bring some weird energy to it.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't get to do often enough.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't.
But he's got that in him.
Yeah, he doesn't get to play bad guys really, and
yeah,
he was enjoying himself. Like, I don't know if that was like his second movie or some shit, but you know, I thought they were both really good in it. Honestly, I think particularly like Renee Zellweger, because she was not just damsel in distress. Like, she got to be kind of smart girl. You know, there was a different take on Final Girl. It was like smart girl, not virgin girl.
Yeah.
which is a little different. And there was just a really like this one scene where she tells Leatherface to basically shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, and it came off really well.
Yeah.
And there, it's unfortunate, and you know I'm not a member of the LGBTQ people. You know, I don't know. Can a representative please answer in the comments? You know, I'm not trans, and there is some. I feel like pretty obvious transphobia in this.
Yeah.
This installment, but also I want to say not as bad as other things of the same era, and that might be like really faint praise.
It kind of is. But
at the same time, I kind of feel like maybe they were trying to say that like this iteration of Leatherface is trans and it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Like
maybe
Leatherface family seems to have accepted them. Like there was no ridicule of their skin suit. I mean, but there's still a skin suit.
Yeah.
And you know that like it's not Silence of the Lambs, and
I was gonna say, yeah,
it's not Silence of the Lambs, and it's not
Dress to Kill
or Ace Ventura Butt Talker.
Oh well, yeah.
Because I feel like
maybe the worst example.
I think Ace Ventura. I feel like that is the worst bit of transphobia on film.
Yeah, and I think that's the main reason nobody talks about that movie.
I think, yeah, it's yeah, but
that has aged exceptionally poorly.
Yes, comedy does not age well, unfortunately.
Because it's just mean-spirited, and yeah.
And it's just
in that aspect, and it's just haha, look, haha, had a sex change, you know.
Yeah,
that's the joke.
And you know it's bad on a lot of levels. And oddly enough, you know, hey, again, I'm not trans. I'm not trying to like speak for trans persons, but like the dumbass horror movie didn't come off as like mean. At least not in that way. Like,
yeah.
It did come off as like there's definitely some spectacle to it because you have a large person dressed in the skin of their victims wielding a motherfucking chainsaw, you know, like they're carving up the government.
Yeah.
And, you know, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a different take. And the material was definitely more respectful to women, like particularly with maybe showcasing abuse and so forth. And,
yeah.
And I feel like it did a good job of showcasing like that level of abuse and like proximity to power. And some weird conspiracy stuff, like particularly with like when the money guy showed up.
Oh, right.
Because you had, although I really hope, I don't think that guy was Jewish coded. So I don't
remember that, but
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Leave a comment below. Has anybody else watched this fucking movie? I want an in-depth dive into Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, aka Matthew McConaughey's best performance. But yeah, I mean, it had some interesting things. Like, I felt like that Matthew McConaughey's accomplice, yet also abused crazy girlfriend or wife or whatever, showing how she was able to manipulate people around her and be non-threatening as an attractive white woman, but still she's holding in the crazy and is an accomplice in these horrible crimes.
Right.
But at the same time, she is a victim also at the hands of Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
In their weird sex games. I mean, it's a movie, not a documentary. Like, all right, I'm going to take Bloodthirst. Sure. I want to get Roadkill. Can I get a healing ability called Eat Roadkill?
Checks out, yeah.
It checks out, but yeah. So I ended up liking the movie more than I thought that I was going to. And, you know, I don't know, hints of maybe not, it kind of reminded me like this has got a little bit more going on, like, I don't know, Slumber Party Massacre, the first one. Like just a little bit of something in there. But still, oh noes, this would probably make me feel bad if if I had body dysmorphia associated with
right.
Yeah.
But you might not see it terribly favorably.
Yeah. This is not the representation that we need or want.
Right. Yeah, definitely not.
So.
Somebody stop leaving line of sight.
I always find it, I don't know, an interesting little time capsule seeing how far we've come in comparison to like that movie, or at least, my perspective on where we're at now versus how things got portrayed then.
Yeah.
Like with, whatever marginalized group are being portrayed or smeared in, whatever movie.
Yeah.
Like Exorcist 3 is a movie about grumpy old men talking at each other in a theater.
It's a grumpy old man movie.
It's a grumpy old man movie. It really is.
Yeah. A bit of an actor's showcase.
Yeah.
And writer's showcase.
Yes.
But women,
no,
they're technically women in the movie.
As plot devices and props, they're all spooky.
Yeah.
Or victims.
Yeah, which I know he continues that because in like the 9th configuration, I don't remember if that was before.
That was before, and I've yet to see it, but it's in my to be queue.
But there are no women in that movie. I don't think.
Okay.
Barely any.
Okay.
But at least in that case, I mean, it's about like a kind of sort of a military hospital.
Okay, that
for soldiers suffering various traumas.
Okay. Well, they couldn't get a nurse.
Yeah, no. Unless there's some just kind of walking around in there, but maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
If there's a female speaking part in that movie, I don't remember it.
Okay. I've been meaning to watch that one because I wanted to see, like, you know, what kind of similarities are going on in that movie as Exorcist 3.
Yeah, but I really liked it. It's an interesting movie.
Okay.
It's very weird, but, you know, your mileage may vary.
I want the objective truth and the entire objective truth. I want to know how many good creative ions can be collected when I take my sample.
And unfortunately, I wasn't taking any readings. So.
You didn't take it. You didn't get out your. I don't know.
No, I just went off vibes.
It was just vibes. Okay.
I judge a lot of movies off their vibes.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, because a lot of people they get really hung up on stuff that they don't really understand, like cinematography. I see people all the time talk about, oh, this movie has great cinematography. And I'm like, do you even know what that means? Or is that just something you've heard people say?
I mean, in all honesty, you know, maybe it's because I'm streaming and I'm just thinking about this and I don't know anything. I don't really know what cinematography looks like, other than it's what the movie looks like.
Right.
I mean, that's as far as I know.
And like if you've seen a fair number of movies, you generally know what like looks good.
Yes.
Like when a movie looks good or when it looks bad.
Yes.
Or even when when something looks intentionally bad, right, or
yes.
whatever. But like all the cinematography stuff, yeah, there's so much stuff in there with cameras and lenses and lights and all that kind of stuff that it really just becomes a shorthand for did you think the movie looked good?
Yeah.
Which is really a different issue from the cinematography.
I think maybe more I think of as like how a shot is maybe comprised, or like the movement of the camera rather than what
it's basically how any given frame is photographed, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. How it looks from like an aesthetic standpoint.
Okay.
Yeah, how it's framed, what you can see, how much of it you can see.
How it's
there's
lit.
all kinds of how it's lit. Is very important. And there are things you can intuitively understand to an extent, but a lot of people get really hung up on things like that. And like editing, people talk about editing, and I'm like, most people didn't know what editing is. Again, it's like, did it look good, right? Because a lot of that stuff is fairly invisible if you're watching a movie.
Yeah,
and it probably should
be. Yeah, it should be stuff you don't notice unless something is wrong, like, I don't know, a Christopher Nolan Batman fight scene where the editing is just like over here, over there, over here, over there.
And you can't tell what's going on.
And you can't tell what's going on.
That you can confidently be like, oh, that's not great editing.
Yeah, so, because the information is not being communicated.
Yeah. I need to level up.
Okay. I don't need to level up. I'm sad. Well, actually, I need to put something in there. I need something. I'll sell some stuff. Oh, Quartermaster. Show me your wares. I do think, like, you know, there's a difference between learning something based on people pointing something out, like, I don't know, the J.J. Abrams, like, lens flare. To where it's like, once you know what you're looking for, it's like, oh, lens flare. Or Quentin Tarantino in Feet. And then it's like, I bet some lady is going to be barefoot in this movie, you know, and then you can't unsee it.
Yeah, then you see it all the time.
And then it's like, boom. Or, like, I've heard people talk about George A. Romero shot a bunch of stuff and then made his movie in editing, which, to be fair, is my understanding how you make a movie. But
a lot of movies are made in editing.
Yeah,
it's one of the most important steps in the process.
But something like, I don't know, the zombie movie in the mall, Dawn of the Dead. Like, there was a lot of chaos in that scene because, you know, they didn't get the mall for very long and they had to shoot at night, and then, you know, there's a bunch of shit going on and they splice it together.
Yeah.
You're not going to get big long cuts in the mall scene. Like, what movie that I really like that had all the big long cuts? Marriage is Hard. Sam Neill was in it.
Oh,
Possession.
Yeah.
Because that was, there was a lot of, like, really long shots in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
To contain all the acting.
It's a very confident movie.
Yeah, so I am confident that I don't know what I'm doing, and I need something that does recharge reduction. There we go. There we go. There we go. And here we are. I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
I'm almost ready.
Okay. You do one more and call it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's make it a good one.
Well, the events here are beneath my notice now.
No. Is
I'm going to move on up.
Is it because of all the pores?
This area is too poor. I've extracted all the value from this area. I've left it impoverished.
It is a
Line my
husk.
own pockets. Time to move on to a new neighborhood.
Okay. We've destroyed and gentrified everything that we can.
Yep.
Okay.
Now it's time to leave.
All right, so we got to go to Cap. All right. Which is, the ferry is over this way. Okay. I guess I'll take Leap on this character. I guess.
It makes sense.
Okay.
It's thematic.
South. Well, you got any? What have you been watching? Anything?
We weirdly have been going back and watching a lot of Red Letter Media stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, just somehow it got to Shannon's attention and she wanted to check it out and she ended up really liking it, so we've watched a bunch of, like, the best of the worst
Okay.
stuff. Which, yeah, I mean, is very entertaining. We've been enjoying it. Because there's a ton of that stuff I haven't seen.
Yeah, they got I mean, it's like they've been making, you know, YouTube content for, like, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, they've been doing it for like a decade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And just kind of, yeah, getting the pulse of some of those bad movies that
Okay.
I'm not too familiar with. was this, defeat Mario and guards. Let's go beat up Mario.
Oh god, they're gonna sick Luigi on us.
Oh, well. I'm gonna have him declared a terrorist.
I was getting ready to say, like, these characters are afraid of Luigi.
Yes. It's our arch nemesis.
There's an opening in Evil because of Luigi. Oh. That's very bad. I contemn Luigi.
As far as like, I don't know if we've watched a whole lot movie-wise. We have been watching that show Yellow Jackets. I don't know if I've talked about it.
Yeah, you said it was good, and
Yeah,
I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah, I'd recommend checking it out. It's
Okay.
like its third season or whatever just wrapped up. It is, I don't know, I find it a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, you did mention that there's a little, like a touch of Lost in it, maybe.
Yeah, and it's kind of getting to the point where it needs to maybe get to the point.
Okay, produce or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Okay, I
feel like I'm getting jerked around a little bit. There's some parallels with Breaking Bad, interestingly.
Okay.
That they've been setting up with kind of the main character, and that's interesting stuff. But
Okay.
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna watch it at some point. I just don't know when. I finished all of Nos 4 A28 whatever. I watched.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was only 2 seasons, and I really liked it. I would recommend it. I think the first season is probably stronger than the second.
okay.
It does make me want to read the book, oddly enough. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it, although there was maybe an episode or two in the second season that I was kind of like, you cheating.
No, okay.
Because it makes me feel like, you know how, like, and I can ask this question a little bit more. When you have characters, say, in a comic book, that the powers are not quite clearly defined, and I'm going to say they have vibe powers. I'm going to refer to that as they have vibe level powers, or maybe they have plot powers. Maybe plot powers is better. Where you have individuals in the show that have powers, and it's pulling from comic books and horror, and I feel like that it does better at horror than maybe the comic book stuff.
Okay.
Although I did like it, and I would be interested in Joe Hill's other stuff. And, you know, in some ways, it feels like a collaboration with his dad. Some ways it feels maybe a little derivative. Like maybe there's just a little bit too much Easter eggy stuff. But, you know, hey, I mean, I assume he's going to inherit all that intellectual property, so... You know, if he's got a note from his dad, then, you know, it's fine. Like, that's...
Yeah.
He has more actual ownership to this stuff than I do as a fan of you know, Stephen King, but still.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
It's fair. but like there's just some ill-defined powers, and I feel like that is a common thing in comic books particularly, and it's always the villain always is just flat out more powerful / their powers are just less defined. And I'm always, I'm thinking of like Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister, Doctor Doom, and it becomes very, well, you're just using your last resort points, motherfucker. Like, the dungeon master doesn't want you to die yet.
The writer is working with them.
Yes, this is an inside job.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, and I'm not trying to give anything away, but there's just some ill-defined power edge, and it kind of cuts across where other characters have rigidly defined powers, like to the point where they are explicitly telling us, the audience, actually I can't do that. and I found that irksome.
Yeah, I get that.
But at the same time, there's some really cool stuff in it, and I marathoned the show basically.
Okay.
Like I watched both seasons, I think, in under a week, or maybe just over a week. I was actually like, I really did like it, and it did some stuff really well. But I will warn you, that Zachary Quinto does a voice.
Oh.
He does a voice.
It's the comedy voice.
He does an old man voice.
All right.
So, Zachary Quinto does an old man voice at points in time in the show, and it is clearly that he is putting on his old man voice.
Yeah.
And he's really good in the show. And there's some really cool makeup effects and so forth. And it's I really don't want to sound like I'm backhanding the show. I've already made fun of Andy Bashir today. I don't want to make fun of Stephen King and Stephen King's son and Zachary Quinto.
Yeah, I just, one of those things kind of takes you out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little bit of unintentional humor or whatever. But at the same time, like, the show is very self-aware about certain things, and it does some really, really cool things. Like, it makes Christmas music creepy in a really effective way.
Okay.
And, I'm not somebody that really likes Christmas music. Like,
yeah, same here.
And, like, for whatever reason, Jess is like, I like Christmas music during the designated Christmas music time. And I used to work retail.
I was gonna say, I have retail trauma for Christmas music.
Yes.
Like, I've just now gotten to the point where I can tolerate it.
Oh God, the trauma of retail.
Yeah, but I hear Christmas music and I'm like, oh, this fucking shit again.
Yes. So. Yeah. I have not recovered from my 7 years at Kroger.
Yeah, in this household, Mariah Carey is a war criminal. She needs to be held accountable for what she's done.
Oh God, the having a wonderful Christmas time by whatever Beatle.
Yeah, by Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I despise that song. Ugh.
I can
Oh
hear.
yeah, just thinking about it, I'm like, ugh.
Oh God, I'm just putting the eggs away, listening to that fucking song.
I hear that song and I'm like, the wrong Beatle died. That's how visceral my hatred of that song is.
Oh no, the Beatles are gonna.
That's all right, I can take them.
You're gonna be able to take Sir Ringo Starr and.
Unless they come at me with whatever magic sword they get for being a knight. I assume you get a magic sword. Otherwise, what's the point?
I don't know. It's
the Queen gives you a relic stolen from another country.
I was gonna try to make some sort of like it's the sword of transphobia. the sword of Turf Island.
Hey, J.K. Rowling's got that one. Short card for it.
Oh yeah, as a palate cleanser, I really need to make my J.K. Rowling's character.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna treat myself after I get done with another Andy Bashir podcast. All right, let's eject.
Eject.
Oh God, I'm gonna make the Queen of Turf Island, Turflandia.
Made enemies of J.K. Rowling, the Beatles, and Stephen King estate.
And Andy Bashir.
And Andy Bashir.
I just want him to run for Senate.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Forget this president business.
Come on. All right, I'm gonna send off to the present people. Remember to, I don't know, follow or whatever. And the future people, I don't know, I'll post this at some point in time. Like, subscribe, and I don't know, go follow the Andy Bashir podcast and tell him he should get his ass to the Senate. All right, I don't know if this is free speech. I'm not bullying a fellow YouTube person.